This is DEPSTECH Endoscope. This is the professional industrial grade endoscope DS700, and actually it is industrial grade. I'll show you in a second. Let me just read what's right here before we get in. 7-inch IPS screen, that means dust resistant and dust proof. IP67 waterproof probe, that means the end of the camera. FHD plus image output, semi-rigid cable, high-performance lithium battery, and BlueArt 3.0 image technology. Let's go inside and see why this is actually a professional grade tool. And here is really nice packaging, by the way. I like the color choice. This is the semi-hard case that comes with it. It is not a light and cheap tool by any means, but surprisingly, the price to buy it right now is quite cheap. It is very surprising to me. This was sent to me by DEPSTECH. Yes, I've worked with them before, and I absolutely love their tools. And I still use them. Yes, I still have my other DEPSTECH endoscopes, and I use them every time I do car repairs or electronics or lose something on the sink. Yeah, these tools come in handy, and this is what's in the box with this DEPSTECH DS700. Inside, first of all, you have the cable with the camera. This is how it connects with a 5-pin connector. That is a solid connection with the threads. This is the end of the camera, the triple display or triple camera. There is one camera right there. There is one camera right here on the side, and there's another camera on the other side. So you are never lost. There's an LED light here, LED light right here, and a 6 LED light array right on the top. Now this is, in my opinion, extremely well built. And let me put this on the side real quick. Here we have the USB-C that is used for charging and for data transfer. Yes, you can connect it directly to your computer or laptop and transfer the files if you don't have a microSD card adapter, and that's great. These are the accessories for the tip point. Let me just put them out really quick. What do we have here? This is a protective ring that's extra. There is one already in it, as you see right here at the tip. This is the ring that's already in it, and this is an extra one. Besides that, we have a hook tool that serves as what it just says, a hook. So if you can thread it to the tip of the camera, you put it down and find what you've lost, if that's the case. Then we have the reset pin. Yes, you can reset it on the side, the whole machine if you need to. And then we have the magnetic tool that you thread it on the camera, lower it down, and pick things that are magnetically attached, like this one, for example. As you saw, it is quite a strong magnet. So now is the machine itself. Before that, we have the user's manual. It is actually really clear and easy to understand. Very well done instructions. And we'll put it on the side. And now get to the machine itself. Really nice padded here, that where the machine goes down. I really love that. Is the machine. So I love the build quality. It's that rugged plastic and the rugged rubbers on both sides. We have a metallic stand on the back of it, so you can put it this way. As you see, it will stay the way you put it. It extends up to, I would say, it's 87 degrees opening, and this looks very beautiful. Besides that, there's a speaker right here on the back. Playback video sound when you're playing videos. Yes, you can play videos directly on this 7-inch screen. On top, here's your video connector. It's almost like the what we used to call the S-video connectors. It's that kind of build, if you remember them. And they're still used, especially in the car industry. They're still a thing. And on the underside, as it says here, the card is already installed. This is where your card lives. And it's covered with a really nice kind of water-resistant cover. And of course, I don't have nails, which would be very helpful if I had them now. And in here is the beautiful stuff. As you see, in one side, you have the microSD card. It comes pre-installed. Let me just pull it out for you. Just push down, and it's a 32 gig pre-installed microSD card that comes with the machine. So you don't need to go out and buy something extra. And here's your USB-C that has dual purpose. That is used for charging and for data transfer. And right there you have the reset pinhole, the first one, not the second one. The first one is your reset pinhole, just in case you need to reset it with a tool that I showed you just a moment ago. And it seals back in normal. And here is one thing I really love. This hand strap, like we used to have on cameras and on high-end car scanners. In high-end car scanners, this exists too. I don't understand why other tools don't implement this one in every tool. Great kudos to DEPSTECH for actually putting this on here. You don't understand how helpful this is to have something to hold the tool while you're putting the probe inside, whether you're checking piston rings or you're checking a small engine, or even if you're a plumber checking inside plumbing, whether it's inside the sink, inside the bathtub or whatnot, or if you're a technician like I do most of the time, to check inside devices where you cannot really see anything. Yes, these 3 cameras will do the job perfectly fine. And now let's get to the functions really quick. To turn it on, of course, you have the power button here. Let me walk you through the buttons really quick. Power, arrow right and left. Okay. Settings, turn back. You switch camera and video here, and you can switch here between cameras themselves. So you can do dual camera, let's say left and front, or right and front, or just front alone, left alone, or right alone. So that's all the modes there. Let me just power it on. I don't know if it has any battery on it. Yep, it actually turns on right away. You choose the language. No, this is not touch screen. So while you're working, you're not going to touch it by mistake. I like that because for industrial use, you do not need anything touchscreen. Just believe me on that one. And the language these are the languages. That's more than enough for what I need. I'm going to go with English. And here are the beginner's guide that tells you what to do initially. If you want to go through that, I'm not going to go through it, but in settings, you can actually get rid of this on the start if you wish so. This is where you can scan and check for more product features. Just scan this and you'll be there for that information. And now we have no signal because we don't have the camera plugged in, obviously. You'll have the date and time displayed right here. You have the mode right here. Right now it's on picture mode, and if I click this, it would go on video mode. Here you have the micro SD card, and here you have the battery, just in case you don't see that. Really nice build. There, I'm not sure if you can see it. Yep, right there's a notch, and that notch corresponds with the notch right there inside the camera. And right now the camera is secured, but if you want to make sure that you don't tug on this one, even though it's really tough, you can bend it over just a little bit, but give it like a shape right there. There's enough of this, so don't worry about it. You're gonna have a lot of it left over. I usually, on my machines, I bring it right here at the strap and use this Velcro piece now to put it around the strap. This is absolutely not needed for most people, but I like to have my tools last me years. And normally, you are preventing a lot of wear and tear now by doing this. Very simple. And it does not impair your hand here on the part here where you put your hand. You can release this a little bit more if you have bigger hands or smaller hands, depending on you. And that's it. Now let's turn it back on with the camera turned on. The camera light came on, by the way. Oh, look at that quality. Now that is something. And this is where you switch the camera to the other side, as you see. Hi. And you can switch the camera to this other side. And then you switch to this other side, as you see my hand. Yep, that's the other camera. That shows both of them. Or you can show primary and secondary, which is this one right here. Click it again, and it goes just on the primary camera, which is this one right here. Wow, the quality is really good here. I'm seriously surprised. And now I just took a picture. If you want to go on video mode, hold this camera button right here. And now you are in video mode. And if you click it, now you are recording. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yep. Now you should be able to see that it is indeed recording. And we just have to go to a car or something and put it into a car. Why not? Oh, here we are at the car. You might hear some noises. This is our DEPSTECH. This will definitely be my primary use for it. That's hands down. And right now we are recording on the DEPSTECH DS700. And we're just looking what's inside there. The camera, by the way, is extremely clear. I can see the chain there, the timing chain, if it's oiled or not. Let's see if I can go there. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm inside the engine, and if I want to see more, I can just switch the cameras. Let me stop the recording quick. Switch the camera. So now we have two cameras, as you see right there. One looking down and one looking the other side. Click it again to go to main one, or the other side, as you see, main and side. So we're going quite deep there. And of course, click it again to come back to main camera, like that. And this is our C. Okay. And this is really easy and interesting to see actually what's inside your car. I'm inside the air filter, and the filter looks pretty clean, if you ask me. That is really nice. And well, let me put it down here to the other elements that we have a little bit of a hard time seeing. For example, look at that. I can see the pulleys. I can put it down there to even see the electric stuff around the AC, so I can check what's going on there if you cannot go down there yourself. And let's say even if you're not a mechanic, but you want to send it to your mechanic, so you have it right there. And maybe you're concerned about that tiny scratch you see there. Take a picture and send it to your mechanic if you're not a mechanic yourself. It is that easy. And you can of course put it behind the firewall, which is usually the most non-accessible part of our cars, and you can check what's going on there. That is cool. Look at that. That's a firewall shield, by the way. It's usually aluminum. That's the transfer case right there. That's where the transmission connects to your engine, right in there. And you can check these are some different sensors and all that good stuff. And look at that. There's some stuff there that I had no idea existed. And it looks some kind of weird stuff that I might have to take out. If you're a mechanic, please let me know, because I have no idea if that's made by some rats or some stuff that should not be there. Let me take pictures, by the way. This is probably not normal. As you see, that's one helpful thing that we just found with this camera. There's some kind of wires there. Let me switch it real quick. Okay, so with a side camera, I see the walls, and there's more of this stuff here. So I'm taking pictures of all of it. And let me switch the camera to the other side, or camera C. Probably this one is against the wall, so may not see a lot. I see some kind of wires, but it's too close, I think, at this point. Yeah, it is too close with that one. Okay, and you can zoom in, by the way. When you're, let me go to main camera real quick. You can zoom in on any of the cameras, but here, if you click this, you can go 1.3 to 1.5. So that is the maximum, and this is the light. I turned it off. Click it again to turn the light on. And if you click this again, this side, you increase the light to maximum. So on the left button, with the camera on obviously, you can turn the light off, or you can go light minimum, medium, and maximum light brightness. As you see, there's a lot of stuff going on there, and I have no idea what it is. So I probably have to check this car very soon. As you see, even though I thought it was all good with this car, I discovered things that I had no idea were going on here. Like this stuff, what is this even? I don't know. I don't know. So, as I said, if any of you out there are a mechanic, please let me know. Have you seen this kind of, almost looks like steel wool that we used to have? This is really interesting. And there's some kind of sensor under there. I hope it's not something that the rats or something put there, even though we don't have rats here where I live, but you never know. And here's how you would put it with a stand, as you see. Really easy and nice. Or if you want to hold it while working, take it in your hand like this. Take a picture quick of that bolt. Boom. Or you can hold this button, and now it's recording that bolt. So, and by the way, yes, it has microphone recording. And right now, you are listening at me from this camera. Yes, it has a little microphone right there where it says DS700, and my voice is actually recorded through the microphone of this camera. So that is what you would expect from this really amazing tool. Look at that. I have no idea what I'm looking at probably, but your mechanic would. So you can take either video or pictures, send it to your mechanic, and look at that. So now he knows what's inside your car. Absolutely amazing. And I'm really thankful to DEPSTECH for sending this out, because it's a really good tool. I highly suggest it. You don't need to be a mechanic or an engineer to actually need a camera like this. You could be a plumber. You could be a gunsmith, you could be a metalsmith. There's a lot of uses that you can do with this one. Special, for example, you can check barrels, if you know what I'm talking about. With this one, you can check for scratches, if the spirals are in good shape, if it needs any brushing. That's another use, but I cannot show on video, of course, because it's not the theme of my channel, even though I use this for that stuff because it's really good. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thank you DEPSTECH for sending this out. I absolutely appreciate it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!